You can't eat what belongs to a deity and go scot-free. God said, in the blessings that I've given you, my own portion in it is 1/3, as is the tithe of it. As much as most Christians don't like hearing about it, it is the truth. Against popular opinion, against popular Facebook opinion, it is the truth. Let all men be liars, but God be true. Not just paying it, but paying it faithfully. He that is faithful in little is already assured of being faithful in much. So God can trust someone with much when God sees that this person is faithful in little. When last did you pay your tithe? Ask your neighbor, when last did you pay your tithe? Ask your neighbor, do you know how to calculate your tithe? Ask your neighbor. It's very easy to know someone that is a thief. You look at the blessings of God around the person and look at there is no way the blessings of God in your life cannot be commensurate with your tithes. Let's say in this year, if God has blessed you in this year and God blessed you with 100 million, it simply means that if we get your tithe record, we are going to see what? 10 million. But God has given me this. God has given me this. God has given me this. So it's just that me, I can't calculate my tithe. We know you're a thief. We have that understanding. It's the truth. Stop deceiving yourself. Because you know this amount came as increase this year. But immediately it comes to tithing, you suddenly don't know how to calculate. I know you're a businessman, but you know that you have made this profit enough to bring out this one to buy land, to bring out this one to buy a house, to bring out this one to buy a car, to bring out this one to maybe do a trip, do a vacation, to bring out this one to help people. You have an understanding, because if not, it is not your capital that you're using to do that. So it's just that a thief is a thief. Not minding the excuse. You should not harbor even people that don't pay tithe around you, because they are devourers around you. We do not preach it because you are going to like it. Nobody preaches that because you're going to like it. One of the days I was teaching on tithing and someone asked me a question. He said, "Sir, but there was a place in the scriptures where the Bible said that people should go to a place, designated place, and do what? And eat their tithe." No, eat their tithe. It's true. It's true. So I was laughing. And you know, when people ask those questions in their mind, because the person it's just like the way they asked Jesus. You say the Pharisees and Sadducees asked Jesus, if somebody marries, well, Jesus laughed at them and said, "You err because you do not know the scriptures." And that was very simple. There was one place that the tithe was to be brought. One place at the middle, which was the temple, Jerusalem, where every tithe was to be brought. And God said, "Bring ye all the tithe into this house." He said, "But now when you are staying far away from the temple," he said, "there are designated places that we are going to put." Those designated places are franchise of the main place. He said, "Enter there, carry all the money, enter there. When you enter there, buy the things they sell there. Buy the things they sell there, eat it, and go." What was the structure? The structure was very simple. It's just like, I have a center in Msubwe, I have a center in Awada. And God says, whenever you want to pay your tithe, and because you cannot carry it to this place, because the first question you should ask yourself, why is it that the people that carry it to the center, they were not asked to eat? Now, why is it the people that are at those places that are far? Why did God do that? And why did God say, make sure you do not eat it any other place? Don't say, I love fufu, so let me use my tithe and do what? Buy fufu. He said, enter into those centers that I've designated and go and buy fufu there. Why? Because the fufu in that center, for example, if they are selling fufu 1 naira, in that center, fufu is sold 100 naira. No, do you understand the business? So in that center, the fufu is sold for 100 naira. So I told you, because when you read the scriptures, you read it in context. I say, well, go up. Let's read the preceding verses so that you understand what exactly happened that brought it to them. And it was simple. And those people were outlets of the central place. So when people come, so they just come. The eating was to encourage them to do what? To bring it. So, but when you bring it, the price, God said, don't buy that in elsewhere. Make sure you buy it at those centers. I said, because when you have brought it, when that it is now transported from there, where? Back again to the center. Of course, you know, God is a God that understands systems, and he builds systems that bring about efficiency and effectiveness. So it's very important, you know, that the tithing was very important to God, that no matter which way he brought out, it ensured that, number one, that the money went to the church, to the middle. And God gave clear instructions on the fact that these things should only be done in these centers, in these places which the Lord your God shall call his name upon. Simple. And I say it every time. Every argument around tithing is central. So when you say things like this, for example, this tithing now, I'm meant to say it in person, quickly, so that one, it does not annoy you, it does not provoke you, or it does not make me appear to be materialistic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me say it again. For example, okay, what are you pressing? For example, I am meant to just say this tithing in what? In person. You know, it's very good to pay your tithe. Tithing is good. Why? For fear of annoying you. Because you are the God that should be feared. You are the oracle that has sense, that has not helped himself out. And many pastors had watered down on emphasis on tithing in order not to annoy some poor people. Somebody get ready. Are you ready to get annoyed? You're watching me online. You're here. Listen and hear you. If you don't pay your tithe, you're a thief. Malachi chapter 3. You have robbed me in your tithes and in your offerings. It's simple. We teach the whole counsel of God. The same way I teach things that other people don't like, but that is true. This time, it's just that you might be the culprit. You are now the one that doesn't like this one I'm preaching. If I get angry, I preach it for 1 week. Every day you come here, it's tight. You have to pay your tithe. Because I want to help you. You have to pay your tithe. No, you cannot claim there is an iota of love of God in you, and tithing is a problem. Believe me. There must be something else that is responsible for that your argument. One morning, I was speaking with Pastor Fish. She was complaining. She said she doesn't have much cash. And she was also meant to go to market to do what? To buy some things for an event I wanted to do. So that morning, after they wrote the list, I transferred the money to her account. When I transferred the money to her account, in the evening, when they came back, I didn't have cash. So I told her, I said, I needed to do something, please. Do you have cash? She said, yes, go to my purse. And I came to the purse and I saw enough money in the purse. I said, the money in this purse is too big. He said, don't touch my money. That I should. And I was wondering. Suddenly in the morning, suddenly after this. No, so, but now listen, for sake of love, eriegi, do you understand? Assuming that, so you are not really bothered about many things. Because who is the person that ate you like this? Yeah? Is somebody that you love. You just smile and do what? And move on. And say, and that money I took, they asked me for the money to return it back again. You understand? Well, I know I was returning back my money again. Why am I saying that? That is at the worst case scenario that God you love is deceiving you. That God is deceiving you and decided to deceive you of 10%. That is why you risk being a thief. Not just being a thief, stealing from God. You see that argument never. Go and check. Watch anybody that argues tight. Anybody that argues tight argues why you honor man of God. Just what is not. There is no. Another argue. The person argues why you go to church. Now you check again. You see that the person says church is scam. The same person. He doesn't run away from it. Why? Because it comes from the abundance of hatred for God. It has nothing to do with the logic the person is playing. Why? Because it's not the person. So, you have robbed me. A man cannot rob God. But you see, you have successfully robbed me. I say again, you don't like what I'm saying? Listen to me. You have robbed God. I am the one that has given you power to make wealth. That your argument is based on the fact that you believe you are self-sufficient and you are the one that gives yourself what you have. I say it again, until you prove to me that there are no people with your same expertise and experience that are broke. Then that is when I will know that it is that your experience that has given it to you.